Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It is Thursday, December 6th. I have some very bullish news for you guys. I hope you're holding strong in this bear market. I know the prices are down, but what have we been discussing here? The infrastructure being set up for this market. We are the early adopters, the pioneers in this new market and this new asset class with the underlying technology being blockchain, which is certainly the next internet. And if you were to liken it to the crypto boom, the dot-com boom in the 90s, blockchain is the internet, crypto is the different websites, right? The different tokens, and that can be equated to different websites, to different software programs, and so forth that were built on the internet. Likewise, crypto is built on blockchain technology. And of course, in the 90s, they didn't boom overnight. These things didn't happen. It took a while, right? And if people came to you back then, if and someone came from the future and said, hey, I want to tell you about this company, Amazon and Google and so forth, it's going to be massive in the future. You're in the same position where we're looking at these different companies which aren't fully built out yet, and progress is being made, and we're taking a chance on this, and it's an opportunity of a lifetime, very much like the .com, right? Where there was a lot of winners that came out. There was a lot of failures as well, so that's why I always tell you guys be careful with random ICOs. But we see companies like Ripple and Stellar, and we see projects like Ethereum, which have disruptive technology and can really position us to make a lot of money, a high return, right? Especially with the way the world economy is functioning with debt and fiat failing and, stock market correcting, a lot of problems that can really segue into cryptocurrency as a solution. So first news I want to share with you guys, the SEC here has again delayed the Bitcoin ETF decision. Now, this doesn't come as a surprise. We've been talking about this, guys. If you've been subscribed to the channel, about them not going to do anything by the next deadline, which is December 29th, and that it would happen in February 2019. And this is what they actually came out and said. In a notice posted online, the securities regulator said it was extending the review period for the ETF to February 27, 2019. The proposal was first submitted by money manager VanEck and blockchain startup SolidX, who partnered with the CBOE exchange earlier this year. So this is obviously the Bitcoin ETF, and you have some major players like VanEck and SolidX. And VanEck, of course, has a major history with releasing ETFs. So the right people are in the room. And if you recall, I reported on them meeting with the SEC just a couple of weeks ago, or I should say 2 weeks ago. Or a week and a half. I'm forgetting my timeline here, but if you, like I said, some of you may remember this. They met in person with the SEC, so they're having ongoing meetings, and this is a great sign. Now, Gabor Gurbax, who is one of the guys, a strategist / director at VanEck, and I'm looking to interview him, so stay tuned for this video. He posted a response to this. So he says, note on the Bitcoin ETF delay. The delay is, of course, till February 27, 2019. Final decision date. He says the delay was expected. He says, I see a lot of good market structure, improvements in the markets on pricing, custody, and surveillance. America still wants a Bitcoin ETF, SEC publication. So they're working on it. And I personally believe the VanEck will get approved. It is a physically backed Bitcoin ETF. So it's very different from what the Winklevoss twins were doing and the others that got denied. There was like 9 others that the SEC denied in like September, October. So I believe this will be a catalyst for the bull run, and I believe it will help a lot of the big money to come into the market. So we got to be patient and let this play out. I'm making a prediction that it could get approved then and, start a bull run, but I could be wrong. I can't predict the future, but we make some educated guesses. And I think because there's so much news around it, so much talk, and as you know, the ETFs, it's for the big money. It's not for you and I. You and I don't really, we go to an exchange and we buy our crypto, but the big money, they get involved with ETFs and so forth. But, at least we have a date, and it's not open-ended, and it's not transparent as to what's really going on. We know they've been meeting, and we have a date. So let's be patient here, and we got till February, guys. So the next news I want to share with you, and this is important because as we've been discussing throughout the year, guys, governments are on board and they're releasing regulations and rules and putting into place. If they were against crypto, they would have killed it already. Bitcoin would not exist anymore if they really wanted to kill it. But like I said, this is a new asset class. And now what we're seeing, and I know a lot of people won't like hearing this, crypto is moving towards a asset class for the rich. And that's why you're seeing Fidelity and TD Ameritrade and NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange and Starbucks, and all of them are getting involved. And that's why you have ETFs coming up. That's why I keep saying I personally don't care for an ETF, but it's for the big money. And that's where you need to understand what's happening here. And so you're not moving with every wave of price movement, but you understand the facts. You understand who's getting involved, which big money is doing what, which company is doing what. So bipartisan lawmakers seek cryptocurrency rules to protect consumers and keep the U.S. competitive. They would not be wasting their time doing this, government officials here in the United States and even around the world, if this was not staying, if this didn't have lasting potential in the growth that's coming. And I've said it many times, the big money for them to get involved, what do they need? Security, insurance, assurance. They need protection. They're not going to just dump millions of dollars, and government has to get involved. So members of the House are introducing 2 bills that could bring more oversight and less opacity to the cryptocurrency industry. One bill directs the CFTC to describe how price manipulation could happen in virtual markets, then recommend regulatory changes. Another seeks to keep the U.S. competitive in the global industry. And, it goes into details. Congress is getting more serious about cryptocurrencies. So you have bipartisan. That means both parties are working together on this. So both Democrats and Republicans, they're not divided about it. Why? The money. When you see TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, and all these getting involved, who do you think donates to the politicians? These people have money. They're powerful. They can go knock on the politician's door and say, hey, I want this, and I'll donate this amount of money to your campaign, or whatever it is, or this is going to boost the economy or whatever, right? So I hope you understand how all of this works in politics and money and campaign donations and all that. But this is a great sign when you see the governments, like I said, guys, and the big money, everybody moving ahead with crypto here. And I hope you're not just focused on this on the price, because if you are, then you're going to get weak hands, you're going to sell, you're going to be moving with the roller coaster, right? But that's why you need to understand the moving parts here and what's going on behind the scenes. Now, on to some other news. Binance rolls out sub-accounts amid influx. Listen to this, influx of institutional demand. They are one of the largest, if not the largest, cryptocurrency exchange. They have a lot of coins, well known, and they're seeing institutional demand, guys. Binance, the largest crypto exchange by volume, announced Thursday that is launching a sub-accounts feature to address demand for institutional investors. The company says the move will offer improved managerial control and asset audit tools to institutional clients, allowing organizations to open up to 200 trading accounts within one central balance of funds. The CFO of Binance told The Block here, the site that reported this, we are seeing an influx of institutional accounts in the space and anticipate institutional demand to pick up listen to this, substantially in the coming months. Keep holding. ETF decisions coming up. Bakkt has pushed back their launch to January 24th. We're seeing influx. We see TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, all these people are looking to launch in 2019. So I believe 2019 is going to be big. And I'm basing this off of the facts. So I'm not just pulling this out and say, well, hey, guys, it's going to happen. This is going to... No, I hope you see my approach here, the logical approach of, okay, if we have these dates set of launches and this is going to happen, we can make some predictions. Can I say with 100% certainty it's going to happen? No, I can't predict the future. But as with any market, you can make an educated guess and a prediction here. So one of our key focus key focus is to provide a platform that services the needs of these clients as well as their retail users. So they are seeing the push, guys, for these institutions coming in and wanting to buy crypto and get that going. And of course, they announced this on their website as well. And this is published today. Now, moving ahead, and I find this very interesting. So Anthony Pompliano, you may have seen him on CNBC and videos and so forth. I think there was a video from Consensus Invest where him and the other person from Morgan Creek Digital answer a lot of questions about the market. They're doing something big. I think this is great. Put your money where your mouth is. Attention, crypto critics. Time to put skin in the game. Morgan Creek Digital believes the digital asset index fund will outperform the S&P 500 over the next 10 years. $1 million on the line. Who will take the other side? So he's making a bet here. This is a big bet going against the S&P 500. As you know, that's one of the stock averages, right? This is really big, guys. I mean, hey, all for it. And guess where this was reported on? CNBC. So this is not some just Twitter babble here. They put it out there. Cryptocurrency Index Fund follows Warren Buffett's playbook, but with a $1 million bet against the S&P. The asset manager Morgan Creek Digital is betting $1 million that its cryptocurrency index will outperform the S&P over the next 10 years. The challenge is similar to Warren Buffett's famous wager, except it takes the other side. Buffett instead bet on the S&P and said the index fund would beat the performance of 5 actively managed hedge funds. Buffett won the $1 million bet in 2017 and donated the proceeds to charity. I think this is great. I think these guys are smart for doing this. It's not only great marketing, but they are showing that they're all in on crypto. And these guys move in different circles. They know what's coming. They know what's ahead, guys. So shout out to Anthony and the folks here. That's what I'm talking about. Put your money where your mouth is, right? Moving ahead, Bittrex, and what have I always said? Right? Even just earlier in this video, watch what the money is doing. Watch what the big money is doing. Watch what these exchanges are doing. In a bear market where Bitcoin is near $3,000, massive correction, sell-off as well. These companies, these exchanges are still making acquisitions, still building services out. We are in the infrastructure stage. Bittrex is excited to announce that we're partnering with Valor, VALR, if I pronounce that right, to launch a new digital asset trading platform in South Africa. Now, keep in mind, Bittrex is a Ripple XRapid liquidity provider, which leverages XRP. So they are going to be obviously being one of the exchanges here in the U.S., which will allow these companies to purchase XRP and use it. So keep that in mind. And they've been doing a lot of this. I think they were they were powering another exchange in Canada. I forgot the name of it. If you guys have been subscribed, I've talked about this before. So they're making big moves, and they're one of the exchanges that have been growing significantly, adding fiat pairing, opening up to a lot of states in the U.S., and they're eating Coinbase's lunch along with Binance. Binance and Bittrex eating Coinbase's lunch. So that's why Coinbase panicked the other day and they started listing coins fast, right? Because they were getting destroyed. So here's what the site looks like, and of course it's based in South Africa here. So great news for those of you in South Africa who live in South Africa, excuse me. But moves are still being made. Another one, CoinSquare, Canadian cryptocurrency exchange, just expanded to the EU. So today we announced the acquisition of crypto wallet BlockEQ. I personally have not heard of BlockEQ, but like I said, they're actually based in Toronto or Ontario. So it's a secure stellar wallet in DEX. So see what I'm talking about here, guys? These people, I want you to think about this. With the prices being down, some of you from your perspective may be like, what's going on here, right? Everybody, the weekends are panicking, like, oh my God, what's going on with the price? Those who haven't been in the market too long are panicking, right? But they're missing this aspect of it, that these people who are, the only way for them to make money is to have people buy crypto and the prices are going down in the bear market, are still making acquisitions, are still building out services, because they're not looking right now. They're looking long term. They don't have tunnel vision. This is how big money thinks. We sometimes move from day to day, week to week when looking at, things, but they're looking quarter to quarter, year to year. I hope you get that. And you got to put your business thinking cap on here. And this right here tells you what's to come, that they're still doing these things in a really bad bear market right now. So moving ahead, shout out to Leonidas. Inmax Exchange, a digital asset exchange and financial system that will launch in Q4 2019, will include XRP for its trading. So it looks like it's going to be Bitcoin, NEO, ETH, XLM, and XRP. So great to see XRP is being added to more exchanges. Also, Binance here will add XRP TUSD trading pair tomorrow. So December 7th, tomorrow. So guys, what do you think about the news? I would love to hear what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you have not already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. If you find my channel and videos helpful, please share with your friends and family. Thank you for your support. And like I said, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, leave your comments below, and I'll talk to you guys later.